Hey guys, so my business that I chose to do was called Queen Bee Waxing Studio. Queen Bee Waxing Studio is one of a kind to the Forest Lake area, as it will only be focusing on full body waxing and no other services. So my summary on Queen Bee Waxing is waxing is a fast service and has no downtime after the service is done. The results typically last anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, which is one less thing that you have to worry about in your daily routine. Sometimes people prefer, going in every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how fast the hair growth cycle is or what they are getting waxed. The type of wax that Queen Bee will be using in the studio is a hard beeswax, which eliminates the use of muslin strips. Queen Bee will offer full body waxing for both men and women, and this will allow no discrimination of either sexes. Athletes in certain sports like bodybuilding, swimming, and running, to name a few, have been using waxing to improve their athletic performances. Queen Bee will also be using natural products and ingredients in their special formulated wax, as well as their retail products that they will be selling. All right, the opportunity. So Queen Bee will be able to self-sustain in Forest Lake since there are no competitors currently in the market within a 20-mile radius. So a lot of the waxing only studios that I have found have been in the Twin Cities and east and west of the Twin Cities, nothing up north. And for those of you who don't know where Forest Lake is located, it's about 20 minutes north of the Twin Cities located in Minnesota. So since Queen Bee Waxing Studio is the first of its kind in the area, this will allow business to thrive and to become known for the friendly and professional services offered. This company will also have a track record of commitment to its employees and to the community. I decided to pick a waxing salon because of my extensive background in the beauty industry. I've been a store manager for 6 years between two different beauty supply retailers. I've also a licensed esthetician for the last 4 years, and I have my bachelor's degree in business management, which I specialize in entrepreneurship. I got the idea of waxing only studio from European Wax Center. I worked for them for a little over a year and discovered how awesome this concept was. It doesn't have much overhead cost due to specializing in one area, and investors will see a return in their capital within a few short years of operations. Employees are limited to licensed estheticians and cosmetologists, guest services, and management. Only having 3 types of employees will cut down time spent for extensive training. The waxing industry is constantly changing and evolving with new ideas and improved formulations, and knowing that I can be a part of something so great and can touch so many lives is the most rewarding thing that anyone can ever experience. So the funding for Queen Bee, we will need to have fixed capital to survive its first few years of operation. This capital will provide funds for rent, equipment, utilities, and supplies. It will also need working capital, which is used mostly for paying wages, products, advertising, and what other expenses that may come about throughout the first, year, of course, of operations. Having working capital will also allow cash discounts on certain purchases, reducing costs such as wholesale purchasing wax at a bulk quantity will help save costs on that. It'll also allow Queen Bee to pay employees for their services that they're doing and allow the business to run smoothly without any interruptions. So description of product and services. Queen Bee will offer full body waxing for both men and women. This will range from the face down to the legs for women and brows, nose, ears, chest, back, and legs for the men. The wax will be specially formulated just for Queen Bee Studio and will be a hard beeswax that will soothe and comfort the skin, reducing any irritation and redness. Our retail products and skincare products will also be sold to help increase sales, as well as prolong the results from waxing before and after services are performed. The skincare line will have a few facial products ranging from brow powder to full body products such as body wash, exfoliators, that type of stuff, from $20 to $50. And the big thing for products like this is it's going to supplement any type of extra income that the business needs. And also the customers will be able to help get their skin in great condition for future waxing services, and as well as just have overall great skin care. So the industry and market conditions. So the waxing trend appears to grow as more and more people of all ages get familiar with the services that can be done in this industry. Since waxing is not a gender specific, both men and women are targeted demographic. Marketing techniques should attract both genders equally to gain clientele. So advertising at local gyms, sports clubs, tattoo parlors, wedding boutiques, hair and nail salons, and tanning salons are all great opportunities for us to reach out and spread the word about waxing. Queen Bee is different than all the rest of the other waxing studios due to using all natural skincare products and natural hard wax. This will also attain or attract a certain type of clientele that cares more about our environment and the way that we support. So competition. Queen Bee actually has two competitors already. One of them is obviously European Wax Center, and the other one is called Waxing the City. Both offer the hard stripless wax at the competitive rates. They also have their own skincare lines as well. European Wax Center has been around a little longer than Waxing the City. So right now, European Wax Center would definitely be the direct competition as they have a franchise that is rapidly growing over the United States. And for those who don't know, Queen Bee, would definitely be right up there with European Wax Center, and Waxing the City would have the same type of concept. Waxing the City and European Wax Center are both on the top 500 Forbes list for, great small businesses that have turned into huge franchises. So that is definitely why I wanted to jump on the bandwagon with Queen Bee. Queen Bee would be one of the first waxing-only studios in Forest Lake. There isn't any other waxing studios within a 12-mile radius, so this would give Queen Bee a huge advantage. There are other salons and spas nearby, but they focus more on hair care than waxing. And so because of those specific spas that do offer waxing, they typically have a higher increased prices for their waxing services since they offer so much different things. They have a higher overhead, which results in higher, service costs. So that is one way Queen Bee will be able to have an edge on any other types of places that offer more services, just because we'll be able to be targeted in just waxing only, which will lower the overhead costs. So market and sales plan. Queen Bee will use marketing tools to advertise in local newspapers, radios, billboards, and social media. Queen Bee will use social media as a main source of marketing, as well as ads in the newspaper, billboard, and radio advertisements. Queen Bee will also offer a referral program to help market the business by word of mouth. And then, of course, reward the client for passing along the good word. The new client will receive a complimentary wax, and the existing client will receive a discount on their next service, or it might do a point system where each person that they refer adds points, and then they can go ahead and use those points for a discount on a service or a product in the near future. Queen Bee will also offer student specials to help make waxing services more affordable, of course with a proof of student ID. And then we'll also offer membership packages to reward our loyal guests. So if the customer is a first-time customer, they'll receive a complimentary wax service, such as a brow, underarm, bikini line wax for women, or a brow, ear, and nose for men. And then my financial analysis, Queen Bee offers a variety of waxing services ranging from $10 to $68, and having 10 waxing specialists on 7 days a week would allow for a very profitable business. On average, Queen Bee can do anywhere from $22,000 to $30,000 a month in just services alone. And then also having that retail to sell to clients allows that number to increase significantly for a total around $35,000 to $40,000 a month. For the first few years, the Queen Bee should roughly do about $420,000 in sales, and each year it should increase by 5%, if not more, for steady growth. So the question is, will you be the right investor? Because obviously Queen Bee is the right choice to invest in.